Good evening. My name is Dr. Sherry. Very nice to meet you. You can follow me over here. This is my office. The only person who has access to this area is my receptionist, whom you met just a moment ago. So while you're here, you don't have to worry about any interruptions, okay? You can go ahead and have a seat right there, and I'll sit over here. Thank you. Yeah, it is comfortable. I picked it out myself. So, what brings you here today? Someone convinced you to come. That's quite fine. Sometimes people have to push us in the right direction. What do you feel is the reason for your presence here today? Okay, so you're having some anxiety and some stress. Just feeling a bit unsettled, is that right? Can't quite seem to shake it. Yes, I understand. I certainly think we can work with you on that. Okay. Now, very commonly, people feel nervous and uncomfortable in their first session. So today, I really just want to get to know you and for us to get comfortable with each other. The main goal isn't going to be going too deeply, but rather for you to get acclimated with my process and get familiar with the procedure. So what I need you to do today is to just try to relax. You don't have to feel the need to be defensive today if you can help it. And the more open you can be in your sessions, the better and the faster result that you'll be able to achieve. And that being said, it's important for me to mention that there is absolutely no pressure at all for you to answer any question that you don't want to. You don't have to tell me anything that you don't feel comfortable saying at any point in any of our sessions, okay? Great. If you like, I'd like to encourage you to lay back on that chair and just get comfortable, close your eyes even if you want to. I'm just gonna chat with you a little bit for right now. Yeah, that's good. So just go ahead and rest your head. Okay. Before we get started, I'm just going to take a moment, if it's okay by you, and light this candle. I really enjoy it. It's an aromatherapy candle, and it's vanilla scented. This particular candle is actually for stress relief because vanilla essential oil actually has a soothing effect on both the mind and the body. But it just smells delicious too. Yeah. Okay. And I'm grabbing my notes here too. Sometimes people feel unsettled when I'm jotting down notes, especially when they're new at the process, because they feel that I'm writing down some sort of secret observations, but really I'm just keeping track of some details here because they prove extremely helpful later on. And it just helps me to keep everything straight, okay? So no worries. Now I'm going to keep it pretty brief today. I'd just like to get a general idea of what your situation is. So can you tell me a little bit more about this stress, this anxiety that you've been feeling? Is it something that you can concretely identify as originating from certain relationships? Is it work-related? Okay. Excellent. Well, tell me a little bit more about that. Is the problem specifically with your boss, your coworkers, or just the work itself? Okay. So you have a troublesome boss. So he has you working entirely too many hours outside of the time that you're supposed to be working. So, if I understand it right, the problem is that you're working too much, too hard, and your boss isn't understanding about your needs. Right. And this makes sense why someone actually helped to bring you here. Because this is perhaps leaking into your personal life. Let me ask you this. Is this a job that you feel it is absolutely necessary that you stay with, at least for the foreseeable future? It is. Oh, okay. So you think you're going to need to be there for at least another year or two, and then... So this is like a springboard for you, but you need to be there right now. Okay, yes, I understand. Oh no, that's perfectly understandable. I don't expect you to know exactly what to say next every time. And especially today, I'm gonna lead you through it a little bit. So, based on what you already told me, I have some ideas that I'm gonna pitch to you, and you can just help to guide me in the right direction. What feels right, what sounds right. Okay? Now, you're working all these hours, and you're working very hard. Something that's taking away from your ability to spend time with your loved ones and your friends. And of course, time to do things that you enjoy, and that's important. How do you feel when I bring up that subject? Do you have an opinion or some thoughts that you'd like to share in regard to personal time? Really? So, that much you can relate to. You're having difficulty finding time for yourself. And, you know, I'd imagine you want to find time to be alone and decompress after all of this difficult work and a difficult boss breathing down your neck. But people around you want to spend time with you, and you want to spend time with them, of course. Is it difficult to balance these things? Do you find people pulling at you when you really need to be alone? Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure that's a large source of distress for you when the people around you are disappointed that you can't spend more time with them, and yet you need that time to yourself when you're in this job that at the moment you really can't move from, correct? Okay. Tell me, if you can, what are some of the other ways that this stress is affecting your life, aside from the relationships? Okay. You can't sleep at night? Yes. Now, that's a very common byproduct of heavy stress, and a symptom that, based on what I've heard already, I would expect to see in you, so I'm not surprised to hear that. Now, have you been trying any types of remedies for this? Of course. What are some of the things that you've tried in order to get a better night's sleep or get more sleep? Valerian. Soft music. Okay, you don't watch TV too close to bedtime. And have you been getting more exercise? Okay, you're having difficulty finding time. It's perfectly understandable. Do you feel that any of these remedies have actually helped? Have you been able to get more sleep than you were originally? Of course, you're still having the problem, but is it working for you? So just very minimal then. Yeah, I would be inclined to agree with you on that. I do think that in order to restore a truly restful and consistent night's sleep, you are going to have to resolve these stress issues. Okay. Well, I think that we've built a very good base here today. This is strong, and I can easily use this to guide us through your therapy. I'm feeling very optimistic that we can significantly decrease the amount of stress and anxiety that you're experiencing in your life. As I said, I intend to keep it brief today, but before we go, I'd like to try a quick exercise. It's very simple. Now, I've got some cards here, and they have images of various ink blots. You've probably heard of this before. And I'm going to hold one up at a time, and I just want you to tell me the first thing or the first couple of things that it makes you think of. Don't think about it for too long. Just tell me what you see, and don't worry about it. Exactly. Okay? Well, here's the first one. Just tell me what you see. Okay. And the second one. Alright, tell me what you see on this. Sure. No, not at all. Don't feel silly. Okay, let's do another. What does this make you think of? Okay. And when I show you this, what do you see? Yeah, it's not uncommon to see the same thing in a couple of these. Just relax and go with it. I'm gonna do two more. Tell me what you see in this image. Okay. One more. Alright, last one. What does this make you think of? Yeah, good. Okay. Alright. That's perfect. Okay. Well, I think that concludes today's session. I just need to write a couple of things down. I think it would be in your best interest to come in for a few more sessions, and we'll make some progress relatively quickly. That's what I'm projecting. Are you able to be here at the same time next week? Okay, excellent. We'll write that down, and you can schedule an appointment with the receptionist on your way out. Okay. Now, I want to give you my phone number on my card. It also has my email address and my fax number. And with that phone number, you can contact me at any time during weekdays until 8 o'clock. Of course, you can email me anytime at all. I'm going to send you a list of things. I just want you to go home, and when you have some time, perhaps at night, when you're winding down, but whenever, just ponder these, okay? Because these are a couple of the issues that I think I want to discuss next week and over the next few sessions. All I need you to do is be prepared to come here with an open mind, and we'll explore some issues. Okay? And if you continue to work with me, I think we can make some tremendous progress. It was a great pleasure meeting you. Look forward to seeing you again. Okay. Try to stay relaxed and feel better.